Right.
Rightio. We are recording.
Are we going to acknowledge?
What, that we've done this like 4 times already?
Well, we have now acknowledged.
We're not having a good day, people. But thankfully and hopefully, we are starting episode 23. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
Welcome. I'm Paddy.
I'm Ben.
This is a slice of fried gold. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, because I please, Lord, we need it. Okay? And how the ruddy hell are you, Ben?
It's almost like you've asked me that question a couple of times already today and you don't want to hear the answer anymore. Do you even love me?
I do, but I'm getting so tired. It's been a long day at work.
Oh, it's just sod's law that, you know, on the day where you've been work and then you're trying to do this, it's just going to go horrendously wrong.
If I had hair, I'd pull it out.
But we persevere.
For you, the people.
So please give us a like.
And subscribe.
You know, show the appreciation that we're trying.
Because Lord help me.
Yes, Lord help Paddy. Anyway. I'm good.
Yeah.
Gonna try and switch it all up to make it sound more original for you.
Okay. Do tell me.
Well, unfortunately, I can't say this any other way. That oh my goodness me, car. So for the people who just heard that buzz,
it's because there's a big arse lorry.
No, when it's raining and water gets on the parking sensor, the car can't tell the difference between water on the sensor and a car in front of you.
Whose idea was this to do this to the car? I know it was mine. That's why I was asking.
I mean, I didn't want to say. But...
Oh, God.
Anyway, so yeah, I've just turned the parking sensor off. It's fine, unless we fucking rear-end someone. Anyway.
It's been a while since I've rear-ended something.
I bet it has. Anyway, this week, after a couple of weeks of you being ill, it was my turn to be ill.
Really?
Yes.
You
really.
don't say.
Yes, you know that, but they don't. Oh, goodness me.
A good one.
Anyway, so yeah, I was sitting there on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was like, in the cinema, I could just feel my throat tightening up. And I was like, It's coming.
Every gay's dream, tight throat.
You're terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anyway, and then Friday morning I woke up and it was like, my throat was just shards of glass.
It's crap.
That was fun. But I'm already over it, so it wasn't as bad as yours, which lasted for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
it was
something like that.
Really bad.
It was bad. And then I also learnt today, never change your bed sheets before having a shower.
Right, okay.
So, changed my sheets, went and had a shower.
Okay.
Came out of the shower, went to use my deodorant can. Deodorant was empty. Not a problem. I have a second. I always have a backup.
Okay. Always good. Always good to have spare.
Yeah. Anyway, this new bottle, something wrong with the spray bit. So when you push the button down, rather than the spray coming out the front, it all comes out the back. So I go to spray, standing by my bed, and it all just goes right across my duvet. My bed smells lovely.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah,
I'm sure it does.
I don't know if you've clocked my deodorant, but it's got like a minty smell to it.
I don't know, Ben, because I don't have much of a sense
you don't have a sense of smell, do you?
Interesting fact for you listeners and viewers, that I have a reduced sense of smell, so I don't smell a lot of things.
So I can smell like absolute shit.
Oh no, I know when you do.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm joking.
Anyway, my bed smells lovely, but the problem is, deodorant dries white.
It does, yeah.
So my bed now looks like a fucking Jackson Pollock had a gangbang. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Oh, wow.
But we digress. Lesson learned. Have a shower first, then change your bedding.
Or don't spray deodorant right over your bed.
Yeah, but my deodorant's on my bedside table, so I go over to my bed to pick up the deodorant. So it's there.
You need a little like a whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit?
Like a dressing table.
Yeah.
So you can put it all on there.
I guess. But yeah, and then on Friday, I went on a date.
So I actually knew that. It's fine.
Good acting, well done.
Professional.
The Oscar goes to.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I went on a date on Friday, and I think it went well. You know,
Yeah.
we missed the cinema screening that we were supposed to go to because we were too busy talking. So I think that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Yeah. Time's flying quickly.
And you don't realise the time.
Yeah. I agree.
But that does lead me into what I think is a good question, which we'll come back to after I ask you how you are this week.
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm rather tired. As everybody can tell, I am in a shirt, which means I've literally just finished work, and we're filming after I finish work. My days off with this week have been different, so we actually haven't had a chance to meet up during the week. So I've been a bit all over the place. I've been covering people's holidays and things. So I've been everywhere. I've been doing that, and I've got other things going on, and all of this. And I'm just tired. I'm very tired. I'm an old man. I can't do it anymore. But
So the youngest person in this car.
oh yeah, sorry, Jeff. But yeah,
Hey, you constantly remind me that you're a month and a half younger than me.
yeah, I know. Because
So-
that's fun. I get to do that. That's the perk of being the younger one.
So when you complain about being tired and everything, I can turn around and go, oi,
Yep.
suck it up.
Yeah.
You're the younger one.
But I've had this discussion with people before that basically hospitality workers are like, it's like dog years. Like, even though I'm going to be 30 this year, like, I'm actually like 40 in hospitality. Like, physically, I'm like 40.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things. But yeah, but other than that, I'm alright. Nothing really to report. No crazy reviews. Nobody calling me ginger when I'm clearly not. But yeah, but overall, we're all good. We're all good. So tell me this thing about your day. Or whatever.
Oh, no, so it went well.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask you is, have you ever had any disastrous dates?
Disastrous dates.
I've got two, so whilst you're thinking, I shall share mine.
Okay.
First one, I was at uni,
Right.
and thankfully we decided to choose a day where I had an afternoon lecture,
Mm-hmm.
and we went for lunch.
Yep.
And I'm so glad I had a get out clause. I'm
Right.
so glad I had a sort of, sorry, I've got to go.
Yeah, it's always good to have a back.
So met online. He
Yeah.
had a profile picture, and generally that's the first red flag. If they don't have a profile picture, like, what are they hiding?
Yeah.
But he had a profile picture, and it looked
Yeah.
all okay. So
Yeah.
we're chatting along, having a great time,
Mm-hmm.
and we agreed to meet. We agreed to meet at the Nando's, close
Okay.
to the uni, so I don't miss my lecture.
This was the uni.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm standing outside the Nando's. I message him going, "Where are you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm just walking up now.
Yeah.
I can see you." And I look up and I can't see him.
Right.
So I think, oh, he must be coming from the other direction. So I turn
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Yeah.
I turn around. Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
my nipples were taller.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I know I'm 6'3". I know I'm quite a tall guy. I know you can't see this on camera because we're sat down in a car.
Yeah. We're tall people. Well, I'm 6'2", he's 6'3". We're big people.
Yeah. But it was just kind of a, oh. And you know, in the Miranda TV show where she like greeted by a short guy, and she does like that weird bow. I feel like I had to do that as a hello. Anyway,
I forgot about that, Miranda. That's brilliant.
anyway, this was in the period of time when all my uni friends were telling me that I was being too picky, and that's why I couldn't find anyone.
Right. Okay.
So I was like, no, right, okay,
Yeah.
let's stick with it.
Yeah.
So we went for the meal and we had a nice time. And whilst we were sat down, I actually managed to forget how short he was.
Okay. Yeah.
But still in the back of my mind, I was like, this is going this date and no further because he's short.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to the toilet, and as I was coming back from the toilet, I clocked his feet, and they weren't even touching the floor, and he was swinging them like he was a child. And I was like, oh no.
No. No grown-ass man should be sitting on a chair swinging his feet like a kid. No, I'm sorry. That's everything. That's an ick. That's a red flag. That's just No.
Yeah.
We can't do that one.
And once again, I know I'm 6'3". I know I have to kind of accept that everyone's going to be shorter than me.
Yeah.
I've only met like one guy taller than me. In the gay community.
Yeah.
And everyone, I accept everyone's going to be shorter than me, but that was just there's too much.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to look down constantly. I don't want to grow a hump on the back.
How are you?
So that was the first one.
Yeah.
The second one,
Yeah.
fresh out of uni, so unemployed and broke.
Classic.
Meet up with this guy, and we go a restaurant.
Yeah.
And we're halfway through through the main meal.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh shit, I've left my wallet at home." I was like, "Oh, have you?"
That old chestnut.
That old chestnut. Anyway, I was enjoying my time, so I was like, you know what, it's fine, it's on me.
Yeah.
You've got date 2. And he was like, oh, date 2. And I was like, yeah, of course you've got date 2. I need to fucking get free food. It's two-way street. If I'm buying your meal, you're buying me my next meal. I don't care if this date goes horrendously wrong. You've already bagged yourself a second date. Guaranteed, because you now need to pay for food. Anyway, I can't remember what restaurant we're in, but I bought his 2-course meal.
Nice.
I had an alcohol because I was driving. He had a couple of alcohols.
Okay.
So 2-course meal, drinks.
Yeah, 3 drinks, 4 drinks.
You know, all that, all paid for by an unemployed, fresh out of uni person.
Homeless, yeah.
Yeah. Not homeless because I was back with the old parents.
Yep.
But not doing well.
Okay.
So that's that. And then he's like, right, I'll take you out. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it comes to, we're organising the second date.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners. We're organising the second date.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, where do you want to go? Where do you want to eat?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, oh, can we go Nando's? And I was like, I took you to a relatively nice restaurant.
Yeah.
And now you're taking me Nando's. So that was like red flag number 1.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Nando's is fine. It's easy. It's nice. I know what I like. I know what I can get. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
So then we're in the restaurant and he just goes, oh, by the way. And I was like, what? He was like, you can only order the main, no sides, and only the unlimited soda. I don't have that much money. And I was like, mate.
Bitch, please.
I went and bought you everything you asked for. You wanted a 2-course meal. You wanted drinks. I went, yep, sure, crack on. You have the gall to sit there and go, oh, by the way, you can only have the main, no sides, and an unlimited soft drink. Nah,
that don't fly.
No.
That don't fly. That's unacceptable.
Yeah. That was the moment. Like, I'd already sort of ummed and ahed about, like, as I said, he'd got an automatic second date from the pure fact that he owed me food.
Yeah.
So he got that, but after that, I was kind of like, am I actually interested in this guy? Do I want to go anywhere with it?
Yeah.
But the moment when he was like, I'm taking you Nando's, you can only order the main and a drink, no sides.
Yeah.
No.
That's not. Nah. It's just not cricket, then.
It's just not cricket. So yeah, have you had any disastrous dates like those?
Sound really bad, but I literally genuinely can't think of one.
Ooh, Mr. Player always has good dates.
I don't think I've ever had like a disastrous date. I've had dates that have ended well. Mm-hmm. I've had dates that have ended up like just being friends or, you know, acquaintances and things like that.
Yeah.
I've never had a date that's been like shocking. You know, like
those two.
Like, well, not even that, but you know, like when you're watching TV and like the main characters like going on constant dates, and there's like somebody that's like picking their toenails at the table. You know, I've been on dates. Not everything's ended like in a relationship or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I've ever had anything. I managed to gain a stalker out of some dates.
Oh, well done.
That was pretty cool. You could chalk that one up.
I've never had anyone say, oh yeah, I gained a stalker. That was pretty cool. Stalkers generally aren't cool, Paddy.
No, I mean...
Don't stalk.
Don't stalk. It's bad. That's your preachy monologue down the camera for today.
Well...
But just... I couldn't say I've had anything...
Terrible. Well, I guess if you've got no stories, then we might as well talk about the films that we went to see this week.
Yes. We've been to see 2 movies.
2 movies.
But we haven't been together.
No, so we've not been able to discuss at all
anything. So this is quite And we've not done this bit. This is quite cool.
This is the original.
No, it's not even that. I'm quite interested to see how this conversation goes, because we've been to see this. Because we always see the same movie together.
Yeah.
And then we talk about it. But
We
now,
normally have a quick sort of summary. What was your opinion before doing the podcast? Yeah.
So this is very fresh and
But
very
we've not
interesting.
talked about it at all.
No. So like I said, we've been to see 2 movies.
Yeah. First one was Pope's Exorcist.
The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe, and the other one was Renfield with Nick Cage and Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah. So, Pope's Exorcist first. Opinions.
Okay. No. Right.
Okay. You've obviously got an idea. So
I have an idea.
Go.
Right. So out of the 2 movies, there was one that I really wanted to see.
Yeah.
And there was one I wasn't too fussed about.
Yeah.
Now, I really wish it had been the other way round.
Oh.
Because I watched The Pope's Exorcist and thought it was really, really good. And I was not expecting anything from it. I watched Renfield and I was very disappointed.
Well, I agree with one of your 2 statements there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. This is good. I'm excited. But yeah, so The Pope's Exorcist. The if people don't know, Russell Crowe plays the Exorcist
Of the Pope.
It's
literally in the name.
But the guy that he plays is a real guy,
Yes.
and he was the Exorcist to the Pope for 35 years.
Yes.
And the movie is based on his memoirs
Mhm.
and his story and his main books, and his books are very good. That was part of the film. Don't worry.
Oh,
You don't remember that bit. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite cleverly done. I enjoyed the storyline. I felt it was a bit more psychological than it was jump scary, even though it had its jump scare bits and exorcisty bits. I thought there was a lot of, like, Russell Crowe's character actually, he wasn't really a character because he's a real guy, but the person that he was portraying had depth. He just wasn't a priest going around doing exorcisms. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting much, because I said to you, when we saw the trailer, I was like, I'm gonna go watch that because that looks bad. But I actually really enjoyed it. I had a good time. I thought it was a good film, actually. Your thoughts?
It was poor.
Oh really?
It was
Oh
poor.
really?
Like, I was sitting there going, "You call this a horror? You call this a horror?"
Yeah, okay. It wasn't scary.
No, but even it wasn't scary. It wasn't psychologically thrilling for me. It wasn't, as you said, jump scary. There was nothing. I would have called that a drama.
Yeah, I guess
That was not a horror.
No. I don't dispute that.
Not a horror. The one thing I will say to it was well acted.
Yeah.
That's the only positive thing I've got to say about it. But I was bored.
Really?
Yeah, it was poor. Poor. Not impressed. And the way, like, obviously they've let it open for sequels, because as you said, it's based on his memoirs. Obviously there's more in his memoirs to go. They've left it open for a sequel.
I don't know whether or not they have kind of almost potentially left it open for sequels. However, but I also think with like the end credits, because it had like the story about his life and when he died and everything. I don't know whether or not they've left it like it can just be one movie with that kind of bit, or they could bring it back and do other things. But I suspect it might just be a one and done.
Could be, but I also feel like they've put it in a way to leave it open for sequels.
Yeah.
But still, it was poor. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play. Right, should we talk Renfield?
Let's talk Renfield.
Because I wanted to watch this film.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to. I love Nick Cage.
You do?
And I don't like Nicholas Hoult. We've established this before. I do not like Nicholas
I was waiting for it to be, I love Nick Cage. I tolerate Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll put up with it. He's gotten better. He has gotten better.
I was sitting there in the film, because of course, once again, it wasn't with you, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? He might actually be okay with Nicholas Hoult in this.
Yeah. I think he's okay. I just don't think he's great as an actor. But I left the movie disappointed. I feel they massively underused Nick Cage. I mean, it's only an hour and a half film, and Nick Cage was probably in it like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it was not the story I was expecting it to be.
No.
I was really upset. I genuinely hoped for more from that film, and I think it's just been a massive letdown. And I think the reviews speak the same, to be honest, because it's getting panned.
Fair enough.
Your thoughts? That's my general summary.
So once again, like you, out of the two, that was the one I wanted to see more. I'm not as big of a stan of Nicolas Cage as you are.
Yeah.
And this film has cemented that.
Yeah.
Because, you say he wasn't used enough, and he was only on the screen for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But in those 20 minutes, he couldn't even keep a fucking accent. Like, 1 minute he's American, 1 minute he's full on Transylvanian, next minute he's kind of halfway in between the two. And it was like, come on, you're supposed to be a world-renowned actor, you can't keep an accent.
Yeah.
I know neither can Daniel Craig, but at least Daniel Craig acknowledges that.
Yeah. He should have just been like, I'm Nick Cage.
Yeah. You know, and whereas Daniel Craig, whilst he can't do an accent, he can hold the same accent. It may be completely terrible, but it's the same one all the way through the film. Nicolas Cage chopped and changed.
Really? Yeah, he did chop and change. I don't dispute that. But then, but I tell you what, I did enjoy, and we talked about this in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Nick Cage's practical effects in the first bit of him as like decrepit.
Weak. Just say weak, and then you're not giving too much away.
Yeah, well, nobody's going to go watch the film anyway. But like when he was like ill, as Dracula, I thought those practical effects, his makeup, the costuming, I thought that was brilliant.
That was decent.
I thought he looked really good, and you could tell it wasn't CGI. But then the CGI blood, what was that?
I think they were going for comedic effect with the blood.
I think they just didn't know what they were doing with this film, if I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't finished talking about it.
Sorry to cut you off. It makes a change. You're the one who normally cuts me off.
Yeah. So I was not a fan. Of it in the slightest.
Yeah.
Also, whilst I normally like Awkwafina, terrible, absolutely terrible. I mean, what was that?
I mean, what did she bring to the table?
She brought nothing to the table.
It could have been anyone.
Yeah. And Awkwafina has a very sort of specific style of comedy. And you could see, like, there's a scene in there where she's just met her sister and she's going off in a huff, and she does that whole thing of walks a few steps, looks over her shoulder, walks a few more steps, looks over her shoulder again.
Yeah.
And you can tell, I was sitting there going, I'm supposed to be laughing right now.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But there was bits where I felt like we shouldn't have been laughing, and that's when I was laughing.
But generally, what I found is, when I first got in there, I was like, this is good, this is funny, I like the concept, it's unique, it's different, it's changing the game.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, I was like, okay, I'm bored now.
Yeah. I'll tell you what was really funny, though, and it wasn't about the film. There was this biatch sitting next to me. She was obviously, and she even was just like, she wouldn't stop talking. She clearly didn't want to fucking be there.
Yeah.
But it was obviously date night, and it was his turn to pick. So he picked going to see Renfield, right?
Yeah.
And
probably another Nicolas Cage stan.
Yeah, probably. But she did nothing. Like everybody, and there was like bits where everybody was laughing at the cinema.
Yeah.
And she just turned to him. She goes, "I don't get it. It's not funny." Like at that level, right? And then there was like the empty chair. It was like me, the empty chair, and then there was them. And I just looked at her, and I was like, "This movie is about like an overpowering boss, and you're just trying to be a bitch." She literally was just like 3/4 of the way through the movie, she was like, "I just don't get this film. You can tell you've picked it." And I was like,
Ooh.
"Fucking hell!
Shots fired.
She's a cow." I almost said something. I was like, "Look, if you don't want to watch it, go." Yeah. So nobody's keeping you here. He clearly doesn't care. He's enjoying his time.
But yeah, I was glad it was over when it finished.
Yeah, and so was I, to be honest. And that was quite upsetting, really. But yeah, I out of the two, I'd watch Pope's Exorcist again, which is disappointing because I really wanted to watch.
I didn't really enjoy either of them. So out of the two. I would agree with you, but very reluctantly.
Yeah.
Very reluctantly.
That's fair. If you didn't like both.
It would be put it on and then I'd be on my phone.
Yeah.
That would be the kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed I enjoyed it.
But yeah, shall we do
Final thoughts?
final thoughts?
So, final thoughts are...
Disastrous states are horrendous. Always give yourself a get out clause.
Yep.
Um,
Paddy's never had a bad day.
Paddy's never had a bad day. Okay. Being short isn't a problem, but when you're dating someone who's tall, you've got to acknowledge that and recognise that. And some people are into that.
That's fine.
2.5 men. Some people aren't. Me.
That was funny.
I know she doesn't watch this, so I can call her out. It's
Doesn't
fun.
she? That's
No.
rude.
Which is even more worse because even more worse. That's not even proper English. It's worse because she's on maternity leave right now. She's doing nothing. She's sitting there scratching her ass.
You have no excuse.
Or is this a test? So that I've called her out, and now we're going to get a message going, you bitch!
How dare you say that?
Be careful of deodorant near your bed.
Yeah.
Because it may come off
As dirty stains.
dirty stains. You dirty boy.
Dirty boy.
And both in my opinion, both films were rather poor.
In my opinion, Pope's Exorcist was better than Renfield, which was surprising. And that's about sum up today.
So what do you guys think? Have you got any disastrous date stories to share?
If you do, let us know.
Yeah.
Have you been to see Renfield or Pope's Exorcist?
What were your opinions?
Yeah,
What were your thoughts?
Make sure you give us a like. Please do, because actually this has gone through and thank God it's worked.
Fourth time's the charm.
Fourth time's the charm, apparently. And
like, comment, share, subscribe.
Tell a friend.
Yeah.
Let everybody know that there's this amazing podcast and you love it and you want people to watch it.
Yeah.
But on that note, thank you very much for joining us.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Next week, potentially, I feel like we're going to see another horror movie.
Yes.
So join us for another horror movie special, basically. But on that note, hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.